Ask and you shall receive, seek and you shall find, and knock and the door will be open. Those are truisms of life, people. I've learned to live by them. It's taken half of my life to figure that part out, but whatever situation you're in is because what you're asking and what door you're knocking on, and that's what you're getting. I want to show you a few slides here that you might be interested in. And we do have a new payout contract alert in Cryptex. I'll show you that screenshot here in a second. But I find this interesting, what is said here. Anyone who doubts the ability of Cryptex to pay out contracts when their time comes hasn't looked into the facts. Leader bonuses went out on the first of the month just the way they always do. One leader had a bonus of $33,000 this month, and another had $28,000, and the list goes on. This is almost the payout of a 3-year matured contract. Thousands go out in bonuses every single month, not to mention direct commissions daily. Food for thought. How could it possibly make sense to pay out more in commissions than the $100 that is used to activate real funds generated through compounding? That's how. Once again, clear proof of real income being generated and paid. Your turn is coming. How true is that, people? The $100 is nothing. We pay out way more in referral commissions than the $100 generates. And the only way you can pay out that money is you got to have real money. You got to have real money sent through wallets, Bitcoin wallets. You can't send fake money. People are using it and withdrawing it into their Bitcoin wallets. So it can't be fake. Let's go on to another slide here I found interesting. How about a $5 million payout? This is in May. For those of you thinking contracts aren't being paid out, you need all the proof in the world. Here you go, May 4th. $5.3 million, 56 Bitcoin. There's one happy camper there. So there's proof all over the place. You got to kind of keep digging. Here's a great image I found that, the limit of contracts is just an illusion. Take a look at this. 256 contracts. 256. Now, this is prior to the new 2-year coming in. As you can see, the 2 years closed, 3, 5, 7 year. Check this out. 226 3-year, 20, 5-year, and 10 for a total of 256 contracts. Now, how is that possible? There's not a limit, and we don't know where, the information comes down to sometimes. I know a guy I just got off the phone who's from overseas about 3 or 4 days ago, has got 160 contracts. I don't know about that. I don't know where the information comes from. I'm just saying that's an actual screenshot back off as a Cryptex of a gentleman or lady who has 256 contracts. What a payout that's going to be. Here we go. This is the most recent one. Cryptex payout alert. 2 users just received Cryptex contract payouts of over 68 Bitcoin combined, worth $8.2 million. That was just posted yesterday. I know it's a little blurry, but these are the payouts. Here's one user's wallet address, 7.2 million, and the other one a little over $1 million. $8.2 million. That was just sent out to a Telegram group I'm involved in just yesterday. Amazing. How about this? Here's another payout, another contract, $35,000 waiting to be withdrawn. The contract's expired. $33,000. Not much you can say when you start seeing this. Listen, you are not going to get like a ton of proof out there. People are not willing to share that. There are a few individuals, so we'll get something here and there. How about this one? Here's a payout, $568,000, 6.23 Bitcoin. Successful. People are receiving their money. And those of you who are sitting on the fence, and all you can do is complain about and bitch and moan that this is a scam, you're going to die in the poorhouse. You're going to die on that hill. We're giving you the opportunity to put in a lousy $100 to see if it's true or not. But you'll sit off on the, the hilltops and shout, scam, scam, scam. Join the revolution. It is a Cryptex fever running high right now, and you can feel it in the air. You can feel it brewing under the surface. You can feel it about to explode, and it's going to be unlike anything we've seen before. Again, yes, they've been around 9 years, but understand this. Contracts weren't purchased for over 3.5 years. So they took 3.5 to 4 years to put this thing together because contracts weren't purchased until late 2019 and then the rest of the world till late 2020. This project has been in the making for 4 years. Here you got another one. Contracts terminated for $316,000. What more do naysayers want? What more do you want? Incredible. I just wanted to show a few slides for you guys to show you that the money is real. They are paying out. This is not an illusion. This is reality. And all you have to step in and throw in $100 to find out if this thing actually works or not. What a concept, right? But you sit on the hilltops and shout scam. And boy, are you going to be sorry when you got your neighbors walking away millionaires and you laughed at this thing and teased them and mocked them of what a scam it is. Because someone has a neighbor worldwide that's in Cryptex that tried to show it to them and they laughed and scoffed at them. Boy, the day that those contracts expire and the sleepless nights that individual is going to have who mocked that person is going to be unfathomable. It really is. Here it is, people. More proof. You're not going to get just tons of proof everywhere. You're not. People are not willing to do that. But we do have enough recent ones that are coming into fruition that we're seeing and some screenshots. Take it for what it's worth. It's not a scam. This thing is the world's greatest wealth generator we've ever seen. You find another one better than this, I'll join you in it. Because I've been around 20 years online since 2010. I've seen them all. And once you get into this thing and get around it for a couple months, you start understanding how this whole thing works. You start getting into the communities and joining social groups. Boy, the fever runs high. It really does. I mean, you can't sleep at nights. It's one of the first things you think about when you get up in the morning, and it's one of the last things you think about when you go to bed at night, and that is Cryptex. And for those of you sitting on the sidelines calling this a scam, sayonara, baby.